Listen, maybe we gotta look at this from a different perspective. Maybe Shogun's actually the good guy in this situation, alright? And he's trying to force us to do something so that maybe our die sword can actually manifest. It's a little too far, but you know, it is. Listen, I'm just grasping at straws here. I changed to an elevator to access the top floor. Oh, I didn't know how to get on the rooftop after that, but I wandered around and spotted emergency. I almost said suitcase. Yeah, I need an emergency suitcase right now. Staircase. No one stopped me as I shot through it, and I successfully made my way to the rooftop. Oh, it's gonna look just like... Oh, I don't like this. I thought maybe it'd be looking like the same roof as that NewGen murder, you know. A strong wind was blowing, considering it was the end of October. It was weirdly lukewarm outside. It took a minute, but I soon realized it wasn't a natural breeze, but one blown by the outdoor AC unit. I buttoned the front of my uniform so that serotonin wouldn't fall out. Good man. No problem. Oh man, we're so far gone. I felt a slight sense of relief when I heard Seroton's voice in my head. Seroton was with me, so there was nothing to be afraid of. Can't I just delusion Seroton to, like, fight all my enemies for me and I win? I desperately tried to convince myself of that. Before that moment, I had yet to realize how dark it was. The only source of light was from the back of the lit O front sign. Ironically, the neon lights from the surrounding buildings were too bright for me to see anything. If someone was hiding in the shadows, I would have been incapable of seeing them. Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Nope. My heartbeat, which had started to finally calm down, skyrocketed once again after hearing those words break the silence. I looked all around me, but I was unable to figure out what direction the voice had come from. Oh, there's the sound of the wheelchair. And then I heard a sound, a squeaking sound that I'd heard several times before. This time I deliberately focused my gaze into the rampant darkness. There I spotted the glow, the backlit outline of a wheelchair's wheels. Wait, why is he using like a voice modulator now? Or something that sounded like it. He wasn't doing that before. There he is. I mean, that was a flashback, but there he is. Shogun.
Yokoso, Takumi-kun.
Oh god, why does he sound different? And I don't mean like I mean in like inflection. Not like because of the voice changer. He was talking to me like he knew me. Like we were friends. Felt so wrong. Goosebumps sprang up on my skin. I didn't want to talk to him. I was too scared. I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible. Nope. Just yeah, get the fuck out. But yeah, I was gonna say, if I die saving Nanami, it's fine. But Nanami was...
君はすごく勇気のある人だ。ちゃんと一人で来てくれるとは。
Yeah, you sound...
ありがとう。と言っておくよ。
I don't like... Yeah, see, even... Okay, I thought I was crazy. Wait a minute. Something was off about him. He was different from before. His voice. Something was off about his voice.
その声。
声なんて。
ただの空気の振動でしかないよ。
I mean...
どう聞こえるか、その場の条件によって変わる。
I'm uncomfortable.
そうだろ?
What was going on? His voice kept changing. That makes it even worse. Was he using some kind of voice changer? Did he want to hide who he was by disguising his voice? Why now then? Why hadn't he before? That aside, though, I wasn't following what he was saying.
タッキーを混乱させようとしてるんさ。
Dude, I'm already
油
confused.
断しちゃダメ。誰の言葉も信じちゃダメ。
My guard's up, but shit, dude, you're right. You're completely right, Seraton. Seraton always spoke nothing but the truth. That's gonna fuck me in the ass later, I'm sure. I tightly squeezed Seraton's body through my clothes.
ななみはどこ
Oh, getting to the root of the issue. Felt like my heart was about to burst from the fear. Even still, I desperately forced out my voice. I thought stuff like this only happened in TV and video games.
ななみはもう死んだの
Okay, let's not just go down to that conclusion. Okay, good.
ダウト。だって手首ちょん切られちゃったんだよ。もし生きてるにしても、もうすぐ出血多量で死んじゃうのは変わんないよ。
he sounds like I'm losing my mind. Oh, no. Nanami, come back to me. Tears began to flow. Nanami's sulking face appeared in my mind. Honestly, she was a brat. A really annoying one. She really isn't, though. And yet, despite that, I was so sad. Sad enough for tears to flow.
ななみは僕の妹なんだ僕の大切な
Oh, see, look at him.
なんで殺したんだひどいよ
No, what?
死んだと思う
He literally said no. She's fine. Or she's not dead.
もしかしたら君の家に送ったあの手首は別人のものかもしれないよ
See, I wasn't actually thinking about that. I was thinking in some weird ass delusion like area, but
バングルと携帯はナナミちゃんのものだとしても手首そのものは別人のものかもしれないっていうこと
yeah. Logical. Not crazy at all. Nanami was alive?
信じちゃダメだってば。
Dude, let me believe.
君が見事クエストをクリアしたらナナミちゃんは返すよ
Well, the quest is to save her, right?
生きているナナミちゃんをね
Oh, thank God. Quest Shogun. Or Quest. I thought that was Quest. Fucking Shogun. Quest. Shogun had used that word again. See, look at the quotes. Did he want me to think of this like a game? But the real me wasn't a hero. He wasn't anything like one.
でももしクリアできなかった場合ナナミちゃんは帰ってこない
Oh, don't say that. Suddenly, Shogun's voice became cold as ice. Getting scared of some old guy like this was pathetic, but this man, he wasn't normal. This man was the NewGen culprit.
だから僕を失望させないようやり遂げてほしい
So, like, what do
君ならできるよ
I...
なんで僕な
Because it's funny. That's it.
の僕じゃなくても僕なんかじゃなくてもいいじゃないか
It's great fucking with you.
君でなくちゃダメなんだ
だからなんで
I hate whenever they speak.
君は選ばれた人間だから
Great. I was the chosen one?
勘違いしちゃダメだよ、タッキー。
You're never gonna be the chosen
あ
one.
いつの言う選ばれたってのは次の犠牲者として選ばれたって意味なんだから。
I mean, not necessarily. The tragic end of all the NewGen victims flashed through my mind, sending shivers down my spine.
君は今日の昼間のことをもちろん覚えているよね
Oh, obviously.
昼間
学校で君は岸本綾瀬を助けた
Yeah. God, I'm so awesome for that too. Shogun had also mentioned Ayase's suicide attempt in the email. He must have been observing the whole debacle from somewhere. Whose eyes are those eyes? Or maybe he'd been mind controlling Ayase. Maybe he was the reason she tried to kill herself.
あの花壇のおかげで 岸本綾瀬は一命を取り留めた。そうでしょ？
That shit still would have hurt like a motherfucker, though. Like, I mean, the soil was probably incredibly soft, so she was fine because of that, but like, goddamn, dude. Shogun knew about my power. Back at school, no one even questioned the existence of the flower bed. The only one that had was Senna. Then she'd gone on to accuse me, and then we had some weird delusions that made me uncomfortable.
お前が妄想したんだろ。
タッキー、将軍の言うことは全力で否定して。
Why? Why would I deny everything? He knows. Deny all allegations. Right. Maybe this earlier reason why Shogun was following me around, why he was trying to kill me, was because I had powers. If I claimed that I didn't have powers, maybe he'd let me off the hook. Oh yeah, that's just how this is gonna work.
僕にはそんな力ない。
Jesus.
力って何のこと？僕はそんな言葉は一言も使っていないが。
Ah, shit. Found you got us good.
タッキーには力なんてないよ。ただの肝オタなんだよ。タッキーにヒーローの素質なんてないさ。私にハーハーしてるだけの無害の引きこもり予備軍。そうっしょ？
Oh, that's just rude. I mean, it's what we think of ourselves, but hey. Yeah. The idea that I had actual real-life powers was nothing more than chuny bullshit I dreamed up. I'd almost been convinced by what Senna and Ayase had told me, but those two were raging mental cases. They weren't right in the head. You saw things! You saw the double Ayase! This is bullshit! And I wouldn't be much better if I actually just believed them without second thought. Even Remy had said it was delusional.
詳しく説明してくれない？
Oh no, why did you just fucked us immediately?
あの花壇のこととか。
Okay.
僕がやったっていう証拠はあるの？花壇を何もないところから出現させるなんて、そんなの僕には無理。
Did he be the worst in like an interrogation, like being interrogated? I mean, he is right now. He's being grilled, but like.
花壇が何もないところから出現したんだ。
Oh, the little.
他の人は誰もが最初からそこに花壇があったって話していたけど、君だけは花壇は最初はそこになかったってそう認識しているわけだ。
Oh, god damn it. No, I dug my grave even deeper. What kind of monster was this guy? When he'd mentioned that he talked to everyone, did that mean he'd physically gone to my school and talked to people there?
僕は力なんてない。自分でも一体どうやったのか。
でも使えた。君が妄想したことが現実になった。
It's like, yeah, and yet you did.
惑わされないで。
I'm not being fooled. This is just how it
タ
is.
ッキー、本当に力なんてあると思う？
Why do I feel like you're like not on my side?
そんなのアニメの世界じゃん。
I mean, this is his own brain doing this, so like he's kind of battling himself, which I mean it always happens with him.
タッキーがいるのは現実なんだよ。花壇のことも綾瀬っちが2人に分裂したこともそれらが現実だったって証明できる？無理っしょ？
I
分
mean,
裂した綾瀬っちの体に触った？
well, no, because that would be harassment. No.
ただの幻かも。そもそもタッキーはあの時警察とかユアッチに追われて動転してたし。
Even if that other Ayase wasn't actually like real, quote, like it was just, say, like some sort of illusion hologram, that's still pretty impressive that she just did that. Then what about the flower bed?
同じだよ。
No.
花壇は最初からそこにあった。
I don't think
タッ
it
キー
was.
はリミッチを探してあそこへ行った時頭が痛くてフラフラしてた。
He's lost his mind.
綾瀬っちが落ちるまでにはっきりとそこに花壇があることを確認した？みんな誰一人として花壇が出現したことを疑問に思ってないってことはさ、
Yeah, sure.
逆に言えば最初からそこにあったから疑問に思わないってことっしょ？
Obviously.
タッキーが間違えてただけなんだよ。将軍の言葉に惑わされちゃダメ。
花壇は最初からそこにあった。
Now he's like convinced. No! No, you motherfucker! I repeated what Saraton had said. Dude, I'm on Shogun's side.
最初はそこにはなかったって思い込んでたけど、記憶違いだった。僕の脳内での妄想だよ。だって、
Yes.
みんなあそこには花壇があったって言ってるんでしょ。力とかそういうわけのわからないものじゃなくて、
You created that.
ただの思い込みだったんだ。
いや、君には力がある。
Oh, God.
そうだろ？
Oh, God.
死にたくない。
Dude, we don't have time to worry about our own death.
そうだろ？
Oh, no.
わからない。殺さないで。
And you also know that when you were a kid, that whole incident happened. You know.
君は自分の天才的な力についてもっと自覚するべきだよ。その潜在能力はすごすぎる。君なら世界を変えることだってできるんだ。
Literally, too. I wanted to go home. I wanted to hole up inside my base and play ESO forever, glued to a chair for eternity like a disabled person. Sort of like Shogun. I want to spend my days grinning over Saraton's figure and marathoning Blood Tune on loop. That was all I wished for.
タッキー、早く逃げて。
I haven't saved anybody.
私がずっと一緒にいてあげる。私だけがタッキーの味方なの。だから帰ろう。三次元とのつながりなんて断ち切って楽しいことだけして生きよう。
I don't like this whole Sarah thing, you know, because it's just like Jesus Christ. Oh my, I clicked but nothing happened.
さて、前置きはこれぐらいにして、そろそろクエストを始めよう。
Excellent.
まずは下のスクランブル交差点がよく見えるところまで行ってほしい。
Okay.
逃げなきゃ。このままじゃ本当に殺されちゃうよ。
Nah, man, I'm all in on this.
聞こえなかった？
I
スクランブル交差点を見下ろせるところへ移動するんだ。
I don't like this either, but I'm doing it. His tone was soft, yet his voice was unbelievably cold. His voice was so sharp, any will I had left to defy him was sapped away. Okay.
何を？
I guess we're doing this. My legs were shaking, and they refused to move. I wrapped my arms around myself. I had lost the ability to discern whether I should listen to his order or not.
僕の言うことが聞けない？
I
従
mean,
ってもらわないと、ナナミちゃんの命は保証できないよ。
どうせもう死んじゃってるよ。タッキーが今から頑張ったってただの無駄死にだよ。
okay, I would rather have a chance of saving her rather than just doing nothing and saving myself, if that makes any sense.
ナナミの声聞かせて。
Well, I like that. I like that he's negotiating. I managed to squeeze that out. My voice small as could be. However, Shogun rejected my request in an instant. Well, goddamn it.
その必要はないよ。
Oh, what-
君はもう少し今の状況を考えた方がいい。
I didn't want to think about Nanami's death. I didn't want to imagine her dying. I was too afraid that if I imagined it, it would become real. Oh, you got a point. In the end, I relented. I started walking to a spot where I could look down at Scramble Crossing. like Shogun had ordered me to. I could barely see where I was going. If I wasn't careful, I could easily trip and fall. On the side of the rooftop facing Scramble Crossing, a transparent acrylic plate protruded out and up like a wall. It was about 3 stories high. As I approached the wall, I could hear the tumult of the crossing below. A single woman's voice caught my ear. It seemed like it was coming from the Jumbotron mounted on a neighboring building.
アクリル板の壁に一箇所だけ壊れて穴が開いている部分があるだろう。
Oh no. I wiped away the cold sweat on my forehead, and then, moving only my eyes, I looked toward the wall, just as Shogun had said. There was a hole where a single person could pass through. It had an unnatural shape to it, like it had been smashed open. It had clearly been destroyed by human hands. Of course, there was nothing beyond the hole, only a sheer 8-story drop leading straight down to the concrete below. I'm so excited.
そこから顔を出して下にいるギャラリーに挨拶してあげて。
Yeah, that's... What had he just said?
もう一度言おうか。その穴から身を乗り出して下にいる人たちに手を振ってあげてほしい。
Hello, world. He couldn't mean...
ほら、あいつタッキーを殺す気なんだって。
I gulped. Was this how he'd gotten the 5 people to jump off? It really was exactly as Saraton had said. There was no way out of it. I was going to die. He was going to make me jump down from here and die.
そんなの嫌だ。
拒否すればナナミちゃんは死ぬよ。
He's like, God damn it, dude. Stop being such a...
従えばタッキーは死んじゃうよ。
What the hell was I supposed to do? I don't know. What do you want me? I'm just here inside you. I tried to figure out what the best course of action was, but the only things circling my mind were the most negative delusions possible. I was unable to think straight. Someone save me. God, I hope someone does. Ow, my eyes and the
鬼の
flashbang.
バカ。
I could hear Nanami's voice echoing from my panic-stricken ears.
ヒヒバカ。
He's like, God, I wish I could hear that one more time. Memories of Nanami smiling happily resurfaced in my mind. She looked so carefree. Just do it. Just do it. It was all my fault. Nanami had nothing to do with any of this. But because of me, she'd gotten kidnapped by Shogun, and then he'd cut off her hand, maybe? I don't know. I'm sorry, Nanami. I'm so sorry. I wiped away my tears, but that didn't stop them. I wiped once again. Then, with my vision still blurry, I slowly approached the smashed hole. Okay, here we go. And then, more afraid than I'd ever been before, I looked down. Don't make me... Oh no, that's uncomfortable. Wait, is everyone actually looking at me? I don't like... Is that why the camera crew and everything was here? Why is this happening? Suddenly a huge cheer akin to the rumbling of the very earth itself came from below. A large crowd was gathered in front of the station. The media was there too. They were all there for an event that was about to unfold. I think I'm the event. What the fuck? Suddenly a blinding light hit me. I squinted reflexively and looked away. Then, when my eyes landed upon the Jumbotron of the closest building, what I saw was, unmistakably, it's just us. Yeah. Me? Yeah, we were the event the whole time. On the Jumbotron was my own face. My own face, covered in tears, and my mouth half hanging open like an idiot. My back was hunched too. For a split second, I thought I was hallucinating. A chill ran through me, as I thought someone was secretly recording me somewhere. I then considered if what was being projected there was actually images taken from my thoughts by Shogun. Now that'd be crazy. And everything just stopped. Oh my god. Dude, I would straight die because I'm afraid of heights. But after exhausting every last possible option, I realized that it had to be a live feed of me, right at this very moment, at this very place. And the video playing on the Jumbotron even had a news ticker featuring sensational taglines. Great, I'm a sensation. Live from the Shibuya Station Plaza, the amazing Esper Boy finally makes his debut. Excuse me? The ticker commentating the situation was situated along the bottom of the screen. The amazing Esper Boy, endorsed by the psychic of the century, Yuri Brightman, appears. What the Don't miss this one. Will he divine the NewGen perpetrator's true identity? After reading it, I finally understood. I finally understood what the media and the spectators on the scramble crossing below were looking at. It was me. He didn't catch on, like, immediately. Don't look at me! Oh, no, I don't like this. Oh, God, why? Why were they fixated on me? Esper Boy? What the hell was all this about? Oh, do I do positive? I'm going positive. I gotta stay positive. Though, if it were me, it would be all negative. Did any of them have any idea what happened today? We got hit by a damn earthquake. A seismic intensity 5-1. Over 100 fucking people died. So why were each and every one of them, why were they just waiting there to see an otaku freak like me make an ass of himself? Methinks this is all crazy. Just give, is it the wibbly wobbly. I feel safe when it's the wibbly wobbly. Shogun. It was most likely him who brought them there. They were all under his mind control. All of them were expecting me to jump off from here and die. An overwhelming surge of negative emotion struck me. Tell me, was there anyone on my side? I was like, we have Seraton at least, that's something. Suddenly, among the clamor, I heard a voice calling my name. Yes? A voice all too familiar. A voice I knew. A voice that belonged to the one and only person on my side. It wasn't an illusion, and it wasn't an auditory hallucination either. It was Remy. Remy was calling me from somewhere. This positive, so... Where was she? I searched desperately for her, but there were too many people. It was impossible to identify a single person among all of them, especially from this height. Struck by despair, I hung my head in regret. Inevitably, as a consequence of this, I ended up looking directly below me. Dude, it would have been over right there for me. And there I saw the figure of a girl looking up at me, waving both hands. Remy! Yay!
Remy!
There she was. She had come to save me. How? Oh, okay. Happy as could be, and realizing that I'd been saved, I nodded over and over again. My vision was blurred by tears of joy. I quickly wiped them away. I didn't want to lose sight of Remy for even a single second. However, not so fast, Takumi. I looked again toward the spot Remy was waving from and saw that something was wrong. For some reason, the crowd around Remy started surrounding her. Hey! You leave her alone. This is a positive delusion. With Remy in its center, a clear circle of dark heads began to form. They moved in closer and closer. And eventually, who knows how many DQNs reached toward Remy and began jostling her. Hey. Well, what am I gonna do? I'm up here, hating what was being done to her. She tried to break free from the man-made enclosure, but due to the sheer number of people surrounding her, she couldn't even take one step. It was as if she was standing right in the middle of the morning train, a claustrophobic nightmare packed to the brim with people heading to work.
Yose, Remy ni te wo tasu na yo.
I could faintly hear the sound of her screams. Oh God, the number of people surrounding Remy was gradually increasing, as was the intensity of their behavior. As they pushed her around, they pulled at her clothes, and eventually her jacket was stripped away. I don't like anything that's happening.
そんなエロゲみたいなことやめて。リミ逃げて。
It really isn't though.
そこから逃げろ。それで早く僕を助けに来て。
How's this positive? My prayers were left unanswered. The crowd rushing toward Remy was still getting bigger and bigger, and her lone resistance wasn't enough to hold them back. Countless men tore off her clothes. No! Pulled her hair and dragged her out onto the road. Jesus. Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have picked. I should just not do anything anymore. Like no delusions, no nothing. She disappeared into the sea of people, and I lost sight of her. Like hyenas devouring a dead animal's flesh, more and more DQNs rushed in for a taste. Their bodies stirring around where Remy had just disappeared. Oh God. They're gonna do things to her, and I don't like anything that's happening. Well, you don't know that. Maybe they're just killing her. Like it. The DQNs had been brought. Who had been brought here, who were being mind controlled by Shogun, were going to ruin her, defile her with their filthy hands. What the fuck would the negative fucking thing would have been? And after that, after they were done doing that, she would have had a cruel, merciless end at their hands. Tears started to flow. I bit my lip hard. I wasn't crying simply out of sorrow and anger over what was happening to Remy. I was crying because of the sheer terror I felt once I realized every single person there was my enemy. There was nowhere to run anymore. I was trapped. Oh, thank God. How can you call that positive? What the shit are they cheering? Oh, they tell me to do a flip. Oh, I was scared. God, this close to pissing myself. I never felt so close to death before. Felt like my consciousness was drifting away. Stop cheering me on. And now I was like a child throwing a tantrum. I started to cry. I hoped that by doing so, Shogun would let me go. He's just like, alright, you're good. I hoped that by doing so, the crowd below would feel some sympathy for me and come save me. I hoped that by doing so, the police would realize I wasn't the culprit, just an innocent otaku freak, and then they would come and save me. I hoped that by doing so, my parents, who would be watching TV at home, would come and take my place. Wow. I hoped that by doing so, Remy maybe would come rushing in to save me. I hoped that by doing so, I would suddenly wake up and realize that it was all a dream. With the myriad of hopes in my mind, I shook my head desperately, and then I cried out my sole wish. Uh-oh. I don't want to die. There we go, we win. And yet...
その場から一歩でも下がれば、ナナミちゃんは死ぬからね。
What? Shogun's tone hadn't changed at all from before.
君はもう舞台に上がってしまったんだ。覚醒するには最高のステージだとは思わないか。
Oh, hey, here we go. See? What I tell ya?
そこに集まっている人たちも君に期待しているんだよ。もしそれを裏切れば、ボートと化して君に襲いかかってくるかもしれない。
Oh, please don't do that. When he said that, I froze, unable to take a step back nor look behind me.
気にすんな。ただの脅し文句だよ。
I mean, I'm plenty scared.
タッキー、ナナミッチは死んじゃったんだよ。
No, shut your goddamn mouth.
今ここで逃げ出してもタッキーは悪くないってば。
I think it would. Even if that were true,
そこから見える景色に集中してほしい。
Shogun's voice was very calm, which somehow only made him all the more intimidating. I couldn't even find it in me to say anything back.
君にここでしてもらうことは一つだけ。
飛び降りるなんてできない。死んじゃう。
Well, we have the power of delusions and shit, so like we can make sure we don't die.
誰もそんなことは言っていないよ。
Oh, was I wrong? Then did that mean I didn't have to die?
君にはそこから一歩も動かずに
Oh God.
ディソードを見つけてもらう。
Ah, here we go. This is what I suspected. Find my die sword? How? I've been searching for it as hard as I could for a long time, but I'd never even gotten close. It was completely absurd to think I could suddenly find it here just because he ordered me to.
ディソードはいわば妄想の剣。それだけ言えばわかるだろ。
No. Just no.
騙されちゃダメだよタッキー。ディソードなんて実在しないって。妄想が実際にあるわけないっしょ。
Well, I mean, if a delusionary sword is that's true, it's technically not real, but it also is at the same time.
見つかるわけないよ。
君はこれまでに剣を持った人間と何度か接触した。
That's true.
そうだね。その人物から聞いているはず。ディソードをどうやって手に入れたのか。
They were very cryptic.
よく思い出して。
He's like,
こ
let me
の
reach.
剣は命運を握る。
Yeah, he's like, let me reach into my memories.
この剣は嘆きを収束させたもの。この剣は超越した場所に干渉するためのもの。異空間のようなもの。同一次元上にあるもう一つの可能性。あるいは妄想。言い方にあまり意味はないわ。唯一確かなの。この剣もその領域に存在しているということ。いつの間にかそこにあった。気づかなかったわ、最初は。でもちょっとだけ見方を変えたら分かった。もしかしたら匠にももう見えているのかも。
See, he can do it.
見ているだけで。
Yeah, just look from a different perspective. Like I was
世
doing.
界を疑い、仕組みを知れ。お前の見ている景色は本物か。妄想は現実にすることが可能だ。
To be fair, I don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
本当じゃないものが景色に紛れ込む。つまりエラーを現実として認識させる。
そうだよ。
Oh, he read my mind.
すでに多くのヒントが提示されているよね。君にはもう見えているはず。君の眼下に広がっているその景色の中に。
I don't want my die sword if it's out there. It's very up high. So what he was saying was, Shogun was hiding a die sword somewhere in the scenery I was looking at, and I just had to find it.
見つけたら許してくれるの。
見つけるだけじゃクエストクリアにはならない。
Oh, god damn it.
実際に剣を手に入れるんだ。
Okay, I'm gonna need the sword to actually complete the quest.
その場から一歩も動いちゃならないっていうルールを破らないようにしてね。
And so I moved a single inch. There was no way I could do that. If I couldn't move from here, how was I supposed to grasp the fucking sword? What the hell do you want me to do? Dude, he's gonna be like,
だから
excellent.
あいつは無理難題を突きつけておいて結局タッキーを殺したいだけなんだって。
それができないなら、ナナミちゃんの命はないよ。
Fuck.
逃げよタッキー。お家に帰ろう。
But he just said that if I move one step from here, Nanami will die.
だからナナミッチはどうせ助からないってば。
And I'll tell you, I don't believe you. But he said that I could save her.
あいつの言葉を信じるの？嘘ついてるかもしれないよ。
Honestly, I feel like at this point, I believe him. After everything I've seen, I strained my eyes. The bright lights from below made it hard to see much of the scenery at all. The farther away it was, the harder it was to see. Okay, let me just take a look-see here. This looks like a big-ass sword, but you know what? I was trying as hard as I could to look around, but the scenery I could see from here wasn't all that vast. Most of it was hidden behind buildings. But I had to find my sword.
無理だよ。
Stop playing a negative Nancy, alright? I need support. I don't need this. What the hell was I supposed to do? Thought about what Ayase and Senna had said once more. Okay, go back.
でもちょっとだけ見方を変えたら分かった。本当じゃないものが景色に紛れ込む。
And when I thought about that, for some reason, I recalled the pattern of the ceiling in my parents' house. Oh? Oh, God. Ah, a penis. Back when I was a kid, I remembered having random thoughts about it before I'd gone to sleep. To me, the grain of wood on the ceiling had looked somewhat like a face. Have you guys... I've done this before. Like, looked at, like, wood tiles and seen the weird shapes and shit and just thought about it. And once I'd seen it that way, I can no longer see it as anything else. That's just what happens in real life too.
Hi, hi. 目の錯覚、目の錯覚。そんな木目、どこにでもいっぱいあるよ。
Oh, come on. Like, this is... Come on, look at this. It's been here this whole time. She was right. This didn't really compare to wood patterns, did it? I mean, I see where you're going, though.
切り取るんだ。
Shogun murmured, his tone as detached as ever.
剣が見えたなら、そこから切り取る。君にはそれができる。
Okay.
はーい、意味不明。そいつは適当言ってるだけだよ。
妄想は現実にすることが可能だ。
I'm just having like battles with myself. Just like the flower bed? Just like when Ayase had divided herself in two? But the last time I tried to materialize a real dye sword, I tried using a delusion on the fake one, but it didn't work. I shook my head once more, then scanned the scenery visible to me from here. Yes? Yes? He's looking around. Oh, it quick saved. What the shit is this? I saw a sword? What the fuck is this? No. I mean, yes? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. I distinctly saw a sword. So it's very obvious. It's right there. Unless I'm crazy. Which, let's be honest, might be very possible. I'm opening so many doors right now. If I move from here, I can take it. No, we're not supposed to move. Right? No? Oh my god. Oh, what do I do? I'm not supposed to move. So I'm just gonna do no. Dude, I'm going in. How many times do I have to do this? Is this gonna lead me to the bad end? I could see the sword from other places than here. Actually, probably not. This gives the best view of the sword, so I'm gonna hit no. I'm making these decisions so frivolously. It's not actually a sword. Yes? Oh god. And die. Oh no. I'd seen it. Thank fucking Christ. Within the night landscape, blurred by my teary eyes, amid the scenery in which light was warped by my welling tears, I'd found a spot that looked just like a sword. Just like what Ayase had said. I hadn't noticed it at first. Dude, I noticed it immediately. But when I'd ever so slightly altered my perspective, it was there before I knew it. Even if it'd just been a coincidence, I was more than happy with it. The more I thought of it as a sword, the more defined it became. And over time, it was becoming more and more real. It was slowly turning into a definite part of the scenery. And eventually, even its contours became clearly distinguishable.
見つけたんだね。
Did I do it? Did I win the video game? Likely having noticed my change in demeanor, Shogun immediately spoke to me.
では手を伸ばしてその剣を切り取ってほしい。深く考えなくていいんだ。君にならできるよ。
Come forth, sword.
できるわけないじゃん。ダメ、タッキー。そんなことしたら下に落ちちゃう。落ちたら死んじゃうよ。
What do you mean I can't like do it though? Like I obviously I've already found it. I looked down. I saw the crowd filled with countless people. The ambulance still had yet to arrive. Just like back at noon, the response time was far, far too slow. Not that it was surprising. That was just how damaging the earthquake this morning had truly been.
切り取るなんてできないよ。
Reach out. Reach out for the truth.
固定観念にとらわれたらダメだ。最初からできるわけがないと思っていたら何もできない。常識を捨て去ってあるがままを見ればいいんだ。君には力がある。世界はその力に応えてくれる。あの花壇みたいにね。
Could I do that? If I just reached out, would that sword become mine? If so, then I should at least give it a try. Ayase had said that my dai sword would bring me salvation. Maybe those words were referring to exactly what was happening now. I would grasp the sword, complete the quest, bring Nanami home safe and sound, and have Shogun leave me alone forever. Like that if it would happen. And then I would return to my peaceful life that I'd been living up until now.
そんなに都合よくいくと思う？
I don't want to hear any more of your bullshit.
将軍があっさりタッキーを見逃すって？だって相手は10人も殺した連続殺人鬼なんだよ。
Even Shogun wouldn't make me do the impossible. I could do it. He wouldn't tell me to do it if I wasn't capable of it.
あいつはタッキーを殺したいだけ。
He reaches out, just falls and dies.
忘れたの？集団ダイブの映像。
Finally, my true death.
将軍は5人の男女を一回も触れることなく転落死させたんだよ。
I mean, sure, but it's just me now, so it's like whatever. I'm sorry, Seraton, but I'm already reaching for my salvation. The crowd below started rumbling. My every move was being monitored by the thousands of people packed in front of the station. And it wasn't just them. It was also being watched by tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people all over Japan watching live on TV. I started feeling nauseous. The extreme pressure imposed by such a large number of people made my heart feel like it could explode at any second. No, just forget about them. If I stayed focused on them, I'd be too nervous to even lift a finger. I needed to focus only on my sword, or the sword. Being as careful to maintain my footing as possible, I reached my hand out. I tried to aim directly at the sword, letting my intuition do the rest. I felt nothing. Well, great. The wind rushed toward me relentlessly. On top of that, the direction it was coming from was inconsistent. In 1 second it was blowing from the front, the next pushed me from the side. I clung to the acrylic plate in an attempt to support myself, but it was too slippery to bring me anything more than emotional support. If I let my guard down even slightly, I'd get blown off. Even so, I was still trying desperately to grab the sword, but no matter how hard I tried, I didn't succeed.
できるわけないよ。
Keep trying, you damn...
だってあれは本当の剣じゃないんだよ。
Tears welled up once more. My vision blurred, and what once appeared to be an object similar to a sword began to lose its shape. No! You motherfucker! I quickly wiped my tears away. I had the feeling that once I lost sight of it, it wouldn't appear ever again.
それならもっと手を伸ばせばいい。
just fall off. Fuck you. You don't know how this feels. I bit my lip to hold back the tears, leaned forward more than I ever had before, and fished around in the open air with my hand. But I still couldn't grasp the sword.
もっと
If I fell from here... Well, I looked down once again. I was higher than I thought I was, yes. I felt dizzy, so I pulled back and clung to the acrylic plate once
ど
more.
うしたの？剣を早く手に入れて。でないといつまで経ってもナナミちゃんは戻ってこないの。
Oh, wait, you said very long time, so maybe I'll get her back eventually. I shouldn't have looked down. I couldn't stop shaking. I thought I was going to slip because of it. I was so unbelievably afraid.
できないよ。許して。
Maybe you
君
just
はあ
need
ま
one.
り僕を舐めない方なの。君のわがままに付き合うつもりはないんだ。理想度を手に入れる。
Maybe
それ
just
ができないなら
like he's right here. Like, you know how it's up perspective wise? It's like right here. Maybe just like, you know, actually like reaches out and grabs it by the handle and just pulls it out of the scenery. Man.
君の妹は死ぬ。
No!
死ねばいい。
You leave her alone.
ただそれだけ。
Oh god, I don't want to die.
死にたくない。
I had no choice but to try again. I leaned out through the hole, then extended my arm. I could see the sword over there. I tried again and again, but of course nothing happened. It felt like I could reach it, but for some reason I just couldn't do it. I leaned out even further. I stretched my hand as far as I could, reaching out with my entire body to try the grasp of the sword. I even straightened my fingertips. And then I slowly closed my hand. But just like every time before, I felt nothing. Well, goddamn it.
手が届かないよ。
It was impossible, just like Saraton had told me it was. There had never been a way for me to grab that translucent sword. Perspective had made it look normal-sized. But when I actually thought about it, I realized how enormous it actually was. This is the point! It wasn't a size a human could realistically carry.
その剣をつかめばクエストクリアなんだよ。
でもちゃん届かない。
Dude.
ナナミちゃんを助けなくていいの？
助けて。もう許して。死にたくないんだよ。
Stop worrying about dying, alright?
昼間のことを思い出すんだ。君の力があればそこから落ちたとしてもまた花壇を出現させればいい。
Yeah, see, he got a point.
君は落ちても死なない。
自信ある？
Oh, now she's right then. Saraton's snarky whisper reached my ear. Am I sure I could do it? Do what?
タッキーがここから落ちて下の地面に激突するまでほんの3秒もないよ。その間に自分の意志でまた花壇を出現させる。
Can't I like use something like a bunch of pillows like rather than a flower bed? I don't want to like hurt myself.
タッキーがそんなすごいことできる？今まで一度も自分で意識してその力とかってのを使ったことないっしょ？
I mean, oh no. God damn it, dude. Do I go for the positive or the negative on this one? Did I do all those like selected choices or whatever the fuck just happened properly? I don't fucking know. He just becomes negative Nancy even more. Oh god damn it, dude.